Hello everybody, this is Fronito Bob and welcome to race number 29 of the 2020-21 NROL Skittles Cup Series season. This is the Brickyard 400 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Yeah, we're back here again. Seems last year's race it was pretty exciting actually. It was quite the race and there was quite a lot of action and stuff and things happened and of course the race came down to a caution though, but it was cool seeing all that win. So what can we expect from the Skittles Cup Series, guys? Well, we're going to find out today. So with that being said, it's going to be starting good for this race. So in the pole, first one is Oliver Long, second is Matt Kenseth, third is Doug, fourth is Alex Bowman, fifth is Kurt Busch, sixth is William Byron, seventh is Nia, eighth is Russell David, ninth is Clint Boyer, 10th is Kyle Busch, 11th is Gridrin, 12th is Douglas, 13th is Tyler Reddick, 14th is Rick Hosner, 15th is Bursup, 16th is Brad Salsky, 17th is Matt Vanell, 18th is Phil Custer, 19th is Chase Elliott, 20th is Chris Buescher, 21st is Tim Tom, 22nd is Denny Hamlin, 23rd is Eric Jones, 24th is Bank Coaches, 25th is Brian Blaine, 26th is Brian Priest, 27th is Corey Bobbin, 20th is Eric Garola, 29th is Julie Gallon, 30th is Christian Ball, 31st is Rebecca, 32nd is Kevin Harvick, 33rd is Martin Truex Jr., 34th is Donald, 35th is Ryan Newman, 36th is Ricky Sales Jr., 37th is Austin Dillon, 38th is Jamie McMurray, 39th is Jimmy Johnson, 40th is Bob Walsh, 41st is James 18, 42nd is Derper. There you go, that's good for Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And yes, that's right, Jamie McMurray is in the 77 machine today. Yes. Jamie McMurray back behind the wheel for one race. And yeah, a couple of previous winners here from Indianapolis. Here today, you've got Derper in the 0, who won, and you also have you also have Derper, or no, you also have Jamie McMurray who won. Yeah, you have, okay, you have a couple of drivers who won previously. So with that in mind, Cup racing at Indianapolis about to take center stage in the legendary Brickyard 400. And why are the lights out? Have we seriously had a caution before the race even started? What the heck? That was weird. That's a first. We've had a caution before the race has even started. How did that happen? Okay, well, very weird start to the day here at Indianapolis. We have a caution before the race has even started. That's a first. I guess someone didn't get it right on the start. I mean, to be fair, the field doesn't really get it right on the start, but whatever. No one actually crashed, so it's fine. Who cares? Alright, so we've had a... First time that's ever happened. Apparently the officials are on a bit of a sausage day, as we've had to have a caution before the race has even started. Nice. Well done, Aaron, 2003. That's a first. Yes. It's a very bizarre start to the day. We've had a caution before the race even started. Now, I'm not actually sure what that means. Are we actually going to start this race this lap, or are we going to have an extra pace lap? I hope we don't have an extra pace lap. That'd be the most stupidest thing ever. Well, whatever happens, it is NROL Skittles Cup is racing here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Here back at this track, as we were not at this track last season, because last season the track was being a bit of a sausage. This season, however, things are better, and we are racing here. Also, yes, of course, your obligatory amateur paint scheme from Russell David this time, driving the Phase 1 paint scheme. Very nice. Okay, now lights are on the pace car, so... Are we actually going to go green this time by? I don't think so, because the lights have to be out for us to go... Yeah. Alright, well, I guess the officials have decided that we're going to be doing an extra pace lap. For some reason. Is this not going to count, by the way? Or do we not count the laps until we actually begin? Okay, good. That lap doesn't count. Alright. Just going to be an extra pace lap before we actually get going here. But, this lap isn't going to count. So, that's weird. That's an all-time first, a caution. But, on the flip side, thankfully, there's no actual problems because, yeah, I thought we were gonna lose a lap, but no, likely we're not. We're just gonna go an extra lap here. So I guess laps don't actually count until the green flag comes out. Good. Alright, so we will be able to get in an extra pace lap before we actually begin. This one's going to be quite interesting. You know, a lot of the same things that happened yesterday are going to be happening today. And now, this race is one of the exhibition races that I was doing for fun before the official start of the season. I did that race about, I would say I did the race about a year ago. I did the race a year ago to the date of me actually recording this video. I'm actually recording this on May 4th. I don't actually know when you're going to see this. I mean, it's going to be quite a few months afterwards, actually. Like, I'm recording this a long way in advance before you guys actually see this video. I'm thinking actually, yeah, not too far. It's going to be probably completely on July, so a couple months from now, this video will be uploaded for all the world to see. Or no, I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? Anyways, regardless of all that sorcery, Pace car is pulling off. This time, Oliver going to lead them off. And this time it is right. Green flag in there for the Brickyard 400 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Oliver gets a jump here, and his Great Western teammate of Duck is right behind him. And Oliver going to the bottom. Duck going to the bottom. And Great Western are side by side at the start of this race. Ooh, nice little detail. I think the Cup cars are actually less resource intensive than the Siemens cars. Good. And Duck leads them as Kurt Busch gets inside. And here is Nia starting pretty high up the pack. Start up the field today. You know, Nia, she was in yesterday's Siemens National Series race, but fell out early because of fuel for some reason. Now, oh, what's this? Kurt Busch rubbing the side of Duck as they get across the line. And Nia here might force you. She make it 3 wide for the lead. And she does 3 wide for the lead at the opening lap here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Look at that. Masterful drive by observers, by the way, though, as Nia pulls to the front. Alright. And Nia on the front here, getting a push from Clint Boyer. Oh, Kurt Busch actually a couple of guys now. Okay, and that has been the cause of a crash. Lap number 2. Big, massive one here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Big crash has started at the start of this race, but Nia, however, going to win the race back to the line. Well, that's a record, at least in the... Oh yeah, we do have a caution now. I thought, remember the lights. Okay, whatever. Caution is out. Well, that didn't take very long. At least in the Siemens National Series, we got a few laps in before the big one happened. Or, well, I say big one. There wasn't even a big one. This is only lap 3. Well, such is the life of a racer. Well, that's going to be quite a thing, though. So let's actually see what brought this caution. Let's see. So, who brought the caution? Alright, lights out. Now, I say who. It was obvious, but let's just see what actually happened. Yeah, big damage. Lots of cars involved. A car going for a spin. It's the big one in Indianapolis. Many cars crashed out early on. There's so much going on. I can't even look at this whole accident because I'm going to be here forever. Okay, let's go back a bit. See what happened in a little bit more detail. So I guess we can at least identify the start of the crash. So, drivers were getting together. Yeah, Oliver, this was probably going to have lead to a crash anyway. So Oliver gets stuck in the middle. No one has anywhere to go, and everyone just crashes into each other. And it's just all downhill from there. Many cars crash. Humongous pile up. I'm surprised the game didn't crash there. But a huge, huge, huge pile up. And it's still going nuts. Some drivers getting forced on pit road. Donald gets into it with Kevin Harvick crashing into the wall. William Byron. Oh my goodness, this race is a disaster at the beginning. Well, there you go. Stenhouse gets into Douglas, so even after the crash is over, you have drivers still getting into each other. It's the huge one at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Millions of dollars in damage here. Many cars are done for. Why do I sound like such an idiotic commentator? Well, I mean, I am tired. Anyway, let's see the flip from Alex Bowman, though. That's the last part we're going to look at here, because this crash is so big. We're going to be here all day analyzing this big one. But let's at least see what happened to Alex Bowman, how he just went for a complete tumble. So everyone just crashed and banged, wallop. And he actually gets through it, but then he hits the wall, gets his brothers, and Alex went for a very big tumble. Very big tumble for Alex Bowman, who was pretty happy in the race. Well, yeah, there you go. Well, millions of dollars in damage here. I was gonna mention before the big one happened that I went into the Track I9 file before this race, because it turns out I didn't actually change, or didn't actually apply the infinite tire wear and fuel use. That has been fixed now, so these guys now have an infinite amount of tire wear and infinite amount of fuel as well, if you know what I mean. But of course, damage still a factor. So even if you don't have any, even if you don't have to worry about fuel or tires, you still have to worry about not crashing. And unfortunately for some of these guys, it's all over before it's even started. It wasn't so bad for everyone though. A lot of guys did actually get through this with little damage. So we'll get back to the pit lane camera in just a moment, because we're gonna have a look at see who actually pits. Oh, Kenz's pitting, but yeah, there's only for guys with damage. So now, of course, cars won't be pitting for service in this race. They'll only be pitting for damage repair. So Kenz's going down pit road. Okay, next one, guy up should come in a moment. Yeah, Lurix was nerd coming up pit road. Keselowski. Oh, Russell David coming up pit road as well. And many others falling behind. I thought for a second that Russell David actually made it through the accident. I guess still has a little bit of damage. Now, of course, we are very early into the race. So he could still come back. Maybe. Okay, he was starting high up the pack, though. Yeah, Kendrick has done pretty well in his gig racing for Chip Ganassi. Yeah, okay, drivers have to go up the road. We got a blown engine somehow. His day's over. Russell David coming back on track, though. So Matt Kenseth, though, was with a bruised car. I'm not sure what the case of Russell David's car is, though. His car looks clean, but maybe there's something about it that we don't really know about. So maybe his car isn't quite in as good of condition as some might think. Same for Rooks was nerd. Oh no, Rooks, he actually has some damage. Along with Keselowski, DiBenedetto. These guys back here, though, they got the worst of it. A couple Gibbs cars getting involved, Duck. And Kurt Busch is getting back on the track. So, At least we won't quite find out until we actually get back to the thingy and find out, who's actually still in this and who's out, who's done forever. Or done for today. I mean, a couple of guys might be done for after this, but whatever. And we still got a good 11 races to go into the playoffs. So, let's see. So it's like it's the end of Tyler Reddick, William Byron, Douglas, Alex Bowman, and Kevin Harvick. But those are the only ones that are actually out of this race, however, everyone else is still in this. I say in this. They have crippled cars now, so they're not going to be able to do much in terms of actually, having a shot to win. Yeah, we're 50 minutes into this video and we've only completed 5 laps. Very weird start to this year's Brickyard 400. We took a year off at this track last year. We're back now this year. And yeah, very weird stuff at the beginning of this Brickyard 400. So with that in mind, lights out, however, on the pace car. We'll be going green next time by. This is your grid lineup. Come to the restart. So, Kurt Busch in 35th. The last one actually still out on the track. So we actually lost. Oh, some more cars actually done for the day. So Prairie Surf is done. Oliver's done. And so are the other guys from below. So 7 cars already out of the race. Just 5 laps in. Yeah, that's the big one, Indy. Well, for the 35 drivers still in this race, let's see what they can do. Alright, so let's fast forward a bit. So, we'll say I'm definitely keen to see, well, what's next. So, here we go again. Green flag back in the air, Indianapolis. Front 5 getting a little bit of a push or, launch here. As Grudgeon goes now to the inside. We're not sure where to go. Andy Grudgeon and Tim Tom up here. Not being too fast though. And so I go too wide though as Grudgeon now to the lead. He goes to the bottom lane. And there is Ryan Blaney. And Ryan Blaney goes to the bottom lane here. Didn't take very long for the field to get all swirling all over the place. Ooh, Christopher Bell. He's all over the place, being squeezed between Ryan Blaney and Fronito Bobbin. Perhaps not the smartest maneuver in the world, but to each their own, I guess. And there goes Christopher Bell, gonna ditch Ryan Blaney. Ooh, more 3-wide action. Okay, well, after what we just saw earlier, might not want to have that anymore, but oh well. Alright, so Christopher Bell leads and Fronito Bobbin. It's been such a long time since Fronito Bobbin has last won a race. He's got to get one again at some point. But he's gonna go high though. That's allowed Joe Legal to get to the front. And these are the only guys left, by the way. I say the only guys left. It's pretty early to say that. We're not even 10 laps in. There's the Gunno out there in front. And there goes Cole Custer beneath him. And here's Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman sporting a new paint scheme. New Oscar Mayer design. Gorgeous looking car. And there goes Bang Coaches beneath him in second, however. So Rebecca's the last one in this pack now. So these are the top 24 drivers. Okay, well it might have been left drivers. These guys, oh man, very dicey stuff. Bank Coach is in a very vulnerable position right there. As Donald now up there in second. There comes some of the slower guys running up here. Oh man, that's the glory play rate or super speedway racing. No, let's leave like a regular super speedway, but it's super speedway today. And here is Jimmy Johnson in second. And Dangerous Hicks and Bubba Wallace and Dirt Roll having a bit of fun up here as well. Look at that though. You know, I guess the positive though about the big one happening oh my goodness, happening pretty high. Oh my goodness, the positive about the big one happening so high up in the pack is the guys in the back. They know that there's a crash, so they can use the opportunity and get all the way. And with that strategy, another caution just come out. Oh dear. Alright, well, caution number 2, Indianapolis has come out. I'll explain you another gap. I think Rebecca got involved into some kind of accident with someone. Well, let's go back and see what happened. Ah, man. You know, I don't know what's up with the guys here in Indy, but they... yeah. Alright, so I know what happened here. Didn't involve Rebecca. Oh, no, involved Nia, though. Who got involved with... oh. So, in the top 24, the top 24 cars that are still in contention to win this race get involved with each other. Got a trio of Solus Motorsports cars, and it happens to be the two Solus girls getting together. Are you serious? Oh, Russell David just squeaking on by. Actually, Nia having despawn and go to the pit road. Really though. Ooh, Rebecca, bad girl. Back control is gonna be very happy about that one. I mean, really? The two Solus girls, they've had a bad enough season, and now here they are, crashing each other. Wow. So Nia already had a bad day yesterday, or the previous race here in the, well, you know what I mean. Is she really about to have yet another one in a row? I mean, is that a first for Nia? You know, has she seriously now just DNF'd in 2 races in the same, at the same track? In the same sort of short time span, you know, if you know what I mean. Okay, well, like I mentioned earlier, you know, no servicing is going to be occurring. So, Nia on pit road, however. And unless they can fix that damage, she might be done for the day. All thanks to her own teammate. The teammates are supposed to support each other, and here they are crashing into each other. Oh, Cowboy's gonna through as well. I'm not sure what happened to him, I guess. Actually, what happened to Kyle Busch? I remember having this damage before. Oh. Well, that's just incompetent driving. Unless it's Kyle Busch might be trying to return a favor or something to fix it. I mean, I don't know why. I don't remember those two ever getting together. Maybe some obscure event in a different race that we just don't know anything about. As a result, he is the only one coming up pit road this time by. Well, we're 13 laps in and we've already had 2 cautions. This is gonna be a long video. Alright, so it's actually left. I don't know. Well, let's fast forward a bit anyways. So Cowboy he's now to fix his front end, just gets back up to the front of the field. I clicked all the wrong buttons. Nia, however, is for the 2nd day in a row, she is done. Wow. Nia in her first pair of races ever at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And she's going to DNF in both of them. Let's fast forward a little bit more. Honestly, it's a bit of a marvel just seeing the whole field together doing things. Alright. Fast forward a bit more. Alright, so as a result of all that, so Cole Custer is going to lead them off. And let's just see where this race goes. And green flag back in the air at Indy. Let's see if we can maybe go without some cautions. I feel like we're breaking away as Jimmy Johnson's going beneath Cole Custer. Wow. And here we go with 3 wide again. More of this 3 wide stuff. Okay, and there. Yep. I saw that coming. Not even a lap in, and he cautions back out again. There's more wrecked race cars. As if we didn't have enough of those already. So I guess we'll have a look. James Murray gets involved, but ultimately happens with Bubba Wallace. I guess he's got a little bit excited. He got squeezed in between Durper and Cole Custer, and it was all downhill from there. Hey, we're having a good day. Cole Custer, as well as Day's been spoiled. And now you have Jay McMurray as well, and Banco's getting quite the punt there, and many more things happening. That car is once again going over and stuff. And this time it is Eric Gunrola with the acrobatics. Or I should say, correct word, it's gymnastics. Yes. Oh. Kansas is well involved. Chris Jose's done. Blaney. Wow. We're not even halfway through and half the field's already gone. I really just have to just keep eliminating cars until we're down to enough cars that we can actually get this race completed without some stupid stuff going on. You know when I turned, when I did the thing with the pit stops, or not pit stops. Remember when I got rid of the tire wear and the fuel thingy? Yeah, doing that might have been a mistake. Because the racing has been, well, this race has not been very kind. We're almost 30 minutes in. We're not even... Dude, this race should have already been halfway over, or at least close to being over. We're not even halfway through. And the driver is not on their best behavior today at all. Very poor behavior from a lot of these drivers. There's Forna Bobbin. He was looking for a good day. His good day is over. Eric Jones, others above Wallace, looking for a good day. A lot of guys looking to be there at the end. Their day's over now. Or, well, not over, but it's been hurt. Can we have a clean run? Alright, Smack Kennedy comes up here road. Full Costa stuck. And other guys. So Jay McMurray is done. Mike Koch is done. And Eric NROL is done. And Stenhouse is done. Man, shame for Jay McMurray. He comes back after quite a while to just run a race for fun because, Spire Motorsports decided they want to come to Indianapolis and race with Jay McMurray. Because why not? And unfortunately, that fun is all over now after just 18 laps. And they were moving up the pack too. Jay McMurray, he might have been a contender to win this race, by the way. Unfortunately, that's dead. So, yeah, sorry for all you Jay McMurray fans, but unfortunately, J-Mac is done for the day. Alright, so Light's still on the pace car. And we're down to 23 cars, or... 20, what the heck? Oh, Kenseth. Oh, he's off. Alright. So Freund to Bob on second pair, I think he might be off now. I still on pit road. He might come back out later, but otherwise, this is it. And these cars aren't even all competitive, so it might be down to just 15 cars with a realistic shot at winning this race. And we're not even halfway there. Well then, let's see what happens now. See, the whole reason why these crashes are happening is because the drivers just can't behave properly. We've had 3 cautions already, and we're not even halfway. And when we have it racing, the race that's been pretty good. It's just the racing has just gotten so good to the point where it's just become bad. Well, anyway, green flag back in the air in Indianapolis. Jimmy Johnson, Derper, 1-2. A couple of previous winners from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's hard to imagine Derper won a race here, but yeah, odd fact, Derper won here in Indianapolis in 2016, back when he was still a Total Motorsports driver. And that was his only career win. With that in mind, however, yeah, we're back to stuff already. At least now we're only 2 wide. It's not until we get to 3 wide that it's just going to get absolutely insane. So here is Donald now in first. And yeah, we've pulled away now. Oh my goodness me. Anyways, so Donald leads now. And Joey Logano goes beneath Donald. And we're now down to a small group of cars that could actually win this race. However, that could be good things for the guys who haven't won a race this season. Martrix Jr. going to the front. Russell David hanging back there trying to keep up with these guys. Russell David just barely sticking in the draft. I can tell you for one thing though, Russell David, he hasn't the best season, but at least he's having a better day than his own boss. And here's Rebecca, who just earlier spun out her own teammate of Nia. And she's going to try to get around clipboard and lead a lap here. And there is Derper. I can't believe it. Thing is though, Derper. I mean, the thing is though, I guess one thing that's worth mentioning. The way that Derper won that race was because of fuel mileage, similar to how Paul Menard won here in 2011. But here he goes, not on fuel mileage, but because of how many crashes that have happened. Derper now in front. Although here's Ryan Newman though and various other drivers in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Russell David has caught the air of this pack. And Derper going to lead a lap at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And now, this small group of cars that could actually win this race has now been lowered down to 12. And we are now at the halfway point. We're past it now. We're quite a few minutes into this video. But here are your 12 men and a girl in Rebecca who are trying to win this year's Brickyard 400. And here's Austin Dillon up to second, getting a push from Jimmy Johnson. And I have to say, it's quite interesting. Russell David is back in this pack now. And usually, Russell David, you know, in these crash-filled races, Russell David usually gets involved into one of these crashes and then he's never competitive for the rest of the day. However, despite how many crashes we've had today, it seems Russell David still has a car that might be able to win this race. Well, we still have quite a lot to go. As Jimmy Johnson now back to the lead. With Goodger in there at second. Now, one detail worth mentioning. Yeah, you hear that? Lab traffic is going to be a thing. That could impact this race a lot. And here goes Martrix Jr. Going speedy. Couple of JGR cars working together now. Christopher, all those gonna get shoved by, set out of the way by Donald. And with the lap traffic not too far ahead. First car, Bubba Wallace. And here we go. Bottom lane obviously gonna get held up, or top lane. No, yeah, top. Oh, and oh, Russell David with a bit of a collision, but another caution. And this time it is the end of the day for Austin Dillon, who gets involved with Bubba Wallace. In fact, a lot of cars that could have gotten involved in this accident. Russell David, though, touches him a bit. And Jimmy Johnson and Bubba Wallace hits him again. And that is going to be the end of the day for Austin Dillon. Of course, first lap car we encounter is the one that brings out yet another caution. Oh man, I missed out who won the race back to the line. Oh, it was Logano. Yeah, look at that. So going past that, so Donald is here on the bottom lane of Martrix Jr. And Joey Logano gets to the bottom lane, now overtakes Donald. And Joey Logano going to go on to win the race back to the line here. Now Russell David just barely had enough car to get around or catch back up to these guys. His day might be in jeopardy once again, as with that tap to Bubba Wallace that may have put it down on his day once again. Well, we are under caution once again. You know, the exhibition of this race didn't go anywhere near as bad as this, but just for some reason this race, the drivers are just so nuts that they just can't help but crash each other. I don't know if that has to do with the fact that, you know, I put on the infinite tires and fuel thing, which is what allowing these drivers just going so nuts, but still. Oh man, I'm feeling a bit tired. Running about 4 hours sleep, you know. And by the way, I'm recording 2 races in a row like I usually do. Record the Siemens Nationals race at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway just before this race. This race should have been over by now, but no, we're 47 minutes in. Well, 47 minutes of the race itself, 40 minutes into this video. And we're not even close to the end of the race yet. We still have no clue who's actually going to win. Anyway, so that's going to pit. Oh, Russell David, yep, that makes sense. Brendan Wildman's still stuck on pit road for some reason. Austin, he's on pit road, but his day's probably over. Okay. Well, let's see what Russell David does on pit road. I'm not sure if he's still going to have enough car to keep up anymore. I mean, at the least, he is, I think, I could be totally wrong, but he should be at least able to continue this race. Here he comes. Alright, Russell David is roaring back to life here. There's still a chance. There is still a chance. It was back in 2016 that Derper, an ex-Saban Motorsports driver, got his first and only win for Saban Motorsports. Now, that's not saying that Russell David is going to get his only win for Saban Motorsports today here at Indy, but so, anyways, I guess now with that, and he's back up. Oh, well, I said there was hope. I don't know now. Oh, what's this though? Floyd Bobbin is just itching back to life here. Because now that Austin Dillon is done. Oh. Well, that's bad luck for Russell David. He's going to have to go here. I don't think he, well, that's unfortunate. Alright, can we please get some green black laps in? Okay. No, lights out. Oh, okay, well, we're gonna skip the lap then. Oh, well. Skip as much as we can this lap. So now both of our motorsports cars are just stuck on pit road. Okay, well, I'm gonna fast forward a bit. Okay, lights out. We're going green this time. Bye. Oh, we got to see who's out, who's in, and who's out. You know, oh, for development, you know, if he could, if he has enough time, I find it pretty eerie though. Oh, here he's trying again. Russell David once again. Well, wait, he's gonna have to be quick about this. By the way, the field's coming. If he wants to still be in this race, he's gonna have to get there. Come on. Oh, well. At least he tried. Look, I know I'm biased, alright? I want Tobal Motorsports to win, but... Well, remember what I said earlier about Russell David usually not being the one, or usually the one to get in accidents, but then he actually survived today? Well, I guess that narrative is dead now as the green flag back in the Indianapolis Motor Speedway again. Alright, let's see how many green flag laps we can complete this time as Joe Logano with the lead here. Ryan Newman, however, getting shoved high as Donald getting into it as well. Pretty wild stuff on this restart. At least the frame rate's improved. It's the one positive to there being so few cars left. The frame rate's good. Although, hey, if Joey Logano wins, at least it'll be a good day for Penske. Now, of course, we didn't have a Team Penske car win yesterday in the Siemens Nash Series, or yesterday, whatever it was. But still a chance today. That being said, however, only one chance though, as Logano the only Penske driver left. Yeah, Keselowski, Guido, and Blaney all gone. And here's Clint Boyer. I will at least say though, there is 3 JGR cars left. That's kind of impressive. So of all the teams still in this race, JGR has the most left. And here's Rebecca still in top 5. Also Derper and others getting up here as well. Others are starting to fall back. Now Grant, oh. Okay, these guys are just trundling along slowly, so I don't know if we'll encounter those guys for the end of the race. Probably. And here's Rebecca. Now Rebecca, she is one of the last standing. By the way, she's another one though. I'm going to jinx this, but she's another one that usually gets involved in accidents. But today, here she is. Still with a chance at winning this race. And just a little while ago, Rebecca almost won a race. Or won the race at Kentucky Speedway in the Siemens National Series. And she, interestingly, was able to back that up with a good points finish as well. However, could Rebecca today get that W? Well, I guess the question is, who of these guys is going to get it? Because now it is down to 11 cars. It is down to Christopher Bell, Durber, Jimmy Johnson, Martrix Jr., Gridrin, Ryan Newman, Rebecca, Denny Hamlin, Clint Boyer, Joe Logano, and Donald. Those are the 11 cars left, 11 drivers left with a realistic shot at winning this race. And Gridrin, who has had a pretty bad season, is at least going to have a good points day today. In fact, a lot of guys who haven't had very good seasons are going to have good points days. Ultimately, however, Martrix Jr. is the highest driver in points of all these guys up here by quite a long shot. The rest of these guys, they're not doing so well. 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 They're not doing so So this is their chance at least capturing a W today. And here's Jimmy Johnson going below Clint Boyer. Also, it's not every day anymore that Jimmy Johnson is running in front competing for wins. But here, I can't believe it. Here is Jimmy Johnson with a realistic shot at winning this race. Alright, well, this has been a pretty lengthy race. However, we're getting there now. Okay, the next lap cars are an entire half lap ahead. And the chances of this front field actually catching up to those lap cars is... Okay, I don't know how likely it is, but... Wait. Oh. Never mind. Okay, anyways. And here's Christian Bell with a run on Donald with 10 laps to go. And Ryan Newman going beneath Christian Bell. And Ryan Newman to the front. It has been a long, long time since Ryan Newman last visited Victory Lane. It's also been quite a while since Durber last. Well, yeah, of course. You know, is Durber really about to score a second win of his career? And both wins having come from Indianapolis? That's something. But here's Rebecca now. Gonna lead this lap. But ultimately, it's whoever crosses the line first. And who is actually going to be able to cross the line first? I don't know. Man, imagine though Durper, who isn't even running all the races in season, he wins his second race. You know, Durper wanted to run this race, this specific race, because he knew if he went to Indianapolis, he would at least be able to have a good points day. Not only is he going to have a good points day, he could theoretically win. In fact, a lot of these guys, in fact, all these guys, except for Truex, had a mediocre season. Martin Truex Jr., he's the only one out of these 11 drivers that has a pretty good chance of making the playoffs. Now, of course, competition's been pretty close, so Truex, he's still going to be good for the next 10 races following this one. 10 to 11 races, a number of races. But at least Truex can have another good points day today. So, as the end of the race is near, it's still on. Oh, Jimmy John's with a pass on Clint Boyer. Oh, what's that? Lapped cars. Lapped cars is entering turn number 4. Chances are he might get there. Goes, oh, Truex trying to shut the door on Jimmy Johnson, but can't get to the bottom lane in time. And Jimmy Johnson, but Joey Logano is going to get back around him. I know he's going to lead that lap. It was pretty close, though. So also there's a number of Sowas cars left in this pack as well, but then again, there's usually a good number of Sowas cars at the beginning of every race. Although that being said, this is going to be a good point stay for Gridrin. And the lap cars not too far out in front. Alright, lap cars. A number of times now have brought the caution. Can we get around these cars clean and race all the way to the checkered flag? Now, of course, lap cars, they always hold up a lane. And both lanes gonna get held up here. Alright. Who's gonna get first, or get out of here first, though? And the bottom lane, a lot of cars in the bottom lane. Oh, I forgot about Matt DiBenedetto. Oh my goodness, somehow I forgot that Matt DiBenedetto was a part of this pack. Oh no, yeah. I'm dumb. He's not a part of this pack. He's just holding them up because reasons. That being always the top back that gets held up, but the bottom lane, which has a lot of cars, still in this one, and going fast. Christopher Bell now to the lead. And for drivers who got stuck by those lap cars, we just have 4 laps left, by the way. 4 laps to go. And Christopher Bell now out in front. Man, we might have a very interesting one on our hands. Christopher Bell looking for his 3rd win of the season. Well, I hear more lap cars. That's not the end of the lap traffic. We might cross them over one more time in this race in the next few laps. It's coming down to it now. 3 laps to go. Christopher Bell leads. And Ryan Newman is in back. Yes, Ryan Newman sits back in 2nd, and the front, or the guys who got held up, are getting back already. Didn't take very long for that to happen. And here is Ryan Newman. Wait, am I seeing yellow lights or am I going nuts? And I don't know. Either way, Ryan Newman has the lead here. Nope, still green. I'm just seeing things. All right. And Martrix Jr. Not too long ago, he got his 1st win of the season, and trying to go for his 2nd here at Indianapolis. 2 laps to go at Indy. And here is Brad Keselowski, a slow-moving car that is likely going to slow the top lane, maybe, or the bottom lane. It is the bottom lane that gets slowed up. No, going back and forth, and they've crashed. They've spun. Spin on the back straightaway. This is it. This is the race for the win here now. This is for the W. Martrix Jr. has the lead. Gridgen, though, looking behind. The caution is out. This is it. Last lap, Gridgen looking behind. Martrix Jr. Jimmy Johnson now we're holding them up. And out of all the guys that could have had a good points day, it's going to be Martrix Jr. getting his 2nd win of the season in the Brickyard 400. Lap traffic again. Brings out the caution and ends the race a lap early. And it is Martin Truex Jr. 2nd win of the season. Another repeat winner. And his 1st win didn't come too long ago. Not long ago in New Jersey. Got his 1st win of the season. And today, his 2nd of the season. And Martin, who was very high in points, is now going to be even higher. Out of all the drivers, all these guys up here that could have at least gotten a win. We could have had an interesting win, but it has come down to I don't really want to say a boring winner, but a winner that you probably would have expected. It is Martin Truex Jr. with the win. Second W of the year. And Truex, at this point, if he can be consistent over the next 10 races leading up to the playoffs, or next 11 races actually, leading up to the playoffs, he's a pretty good bet to make the playoff grid and potentially go for his second championship. Well, for the second race in a row at Indy, once again we end under caution. Not the way you want to end these, but yeah, 2 races and one at Indianapolis ending under caution. Now, at least in the case of the Siemens or the Skittles Cup Series, they only ended their race 1 lap early, and it came down to the wire. Well, not really down to the wire, but it was pretty close. All after that spin on the back straightaway, it was done. And speaking of that spin, before we look over the finishing grid, let's actually look at that crash. The crash that ultimately was the end of the race. I'm pretty sure it involved... I don't remember who it involved. It involved somebody. I don't remember. Who didn't involve... I don't remember. Was it Eric Jones? I think it might have been Eric... I don't remember. We're gonna find out in a little bit, though. Involved somebody. Oops. I'm all the wrong buttons. Come on, who did it involve? Oh, it might have been Hamlin. Yes, it was. So, ultimately, it was the lap car of Brad Keselowski. Again, I don't know what is it with lap traffic, but this field just can't seem to navigate around lap traffic very well. So now it is Denny Hamlin who almost beat his teammate. Let's actually look at this in slow motion. So you have Denny Hamlin, he goes high. Then he gets caught up with Ryan Newman. These two, I don't know what happened, but these two just got together. They just got excited over the existence of Brad Keselowski and ultimately got involved. So now you have the Ryan Newman scraping the wall, and then Rebecca with nowhere to go gets into Denny Hamlin. That's going to allow Derper to pick up another spot here. And Derper having to go into the grass is the only way past. And Rebecca having to put the power back down again because she's back down in 10th. But she's going to lose a few spots. Oh my goodness me. So Rebecca couldn't get the power down in time. It's going to cost her a couple of spots. Wow. What a way to end that race. Or this race. Indeed. Second race under caution, but at least this one had a more interesting finish. But it is Truex who gets win number 2. So, now we can go over your saying. So, Martin Truex with the win. Grosjean comes home second. Jimmy Johnson third. Joe Logano fourth. Chris Bell in fifth. Ryan Newman sixth. Clint Bowyer seventh. Donald eighth. And Derper in ninth. Derper, one of the unfortunate drivers that got involved in that last spin. And Rebecca, oh my goodness, Rebecca, who also got involved in that spin. She couldn't get back going in time, and she loses 3 whole spots to Cole Custer in 10th, Daniel Six in 11th, and Ryan Preece in 12th. Yeah, very salty days. Rebecca comes home in 13th. Danny Hamlin comes home in 14th, Eric Jones 15th, Brad Keselowski 16th, Kurt Busch 17th, Doug 18th, Matt Benno 19th, Russell David 20th, Bud Wallace 21st, Austin Dillon 22nd, Ford Robin 23rd, Matt Kenseth 24th, Kurt Busch 25th, Felix was 26th, Jamie McMurray 27th, Brian Coach is 28th, Eric Gilmore 29th, Rick Jones Jr. 38th, Brian Blaney 31st, Tim Thumb 32nd, oh my goodness, Chase Elliott in 33rd, 33rd, Chris Busch 34th, Nia 35th, Perez 36th, Oliver 37th, Tyrek 38th, William Brown 39th, Douglas Floyd, Alex Bourne 41st, and Kevin Harvick 42nd. You know, even the Siemens Nash Series race didn't have that many DNFs, and yet here we are in this race in the Skills Cup Series. I don't know what was up with the drivers, but no one could behave properly today, and as we had all these cautions, and that is why this video has wound up being so long. Again, this was a pretty long video. This video was actually longer than I was expecting it to be, but it's over now. I can go home. So, well, I am home, but you know what I mean. So, that's it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in whatever I make next. And hopefully the next race. Now, I can promise you the next race will be a cleaner one. Or at least it should be. I'm not sure yet. But it should be a better race. We're going to a more conventional track next time. But that's it for today. And I will see you in whatever I make next.